everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Convinced. Now today I'm going to stray away from the regular procedure that I do with these videos and go for more of an analytical observation. One reason being that I'm going to be examining Keion, one of my favorite animes of all time, as you can see from my large array of posters and merchandise. Another reason being is that I want to bring a clearer focus to this show and start going deeper into what I already do with these videos. I want to bring the premise back to its original intention, so I thought this would be a perfect show to do so. This one is going to be a bit of a doozy, so go brew some oolong tea and strap yourself into your seat, because this is why you should watch Keion. Before I dive into anything, let me just say right now that Keion won't be as enjoyable for you if you don't partake in splurging over cute moe girls doing cute things. There's obviously more than that going on in the show, but it's by no means any good. I can only describe it as being the appetizer of a full course meal. It's just something to satisfy your cravings before you indulge in the good stuff. But with every show I watch, whether it be a slice of life, a drama, or an extremely dark thriller, I find that I personally enjoy them mainly because of one thing: immersion.
Whoa. How can someone like Keion so much? Gosh.
Well, it's quite simple actually. But before I explain, let me get into the shit that no one cares about. Keion is a Japanese seinen manga written and illustrated by Kakafly in 2007. After being serialized in multiple magazines, it was made into a 13-episode anime adaptation by Kyoto Animation in April 2009. The same studio that did Haruhi, Lucky Star, Free, the list goes on. The show later on spawned a second season with double the episode count of the first, multiple OVAs, and even a movie. The show follows the daily lives of 5 Japanese high school girls who join their school's light music club to save it from being disbanded. However, they are the only members of said club. The show portrays ongoing troubles and situations that happen within the club or its members throughout its runtime. And that's pretty much all that happens. There's no main plot to this show. It's non-existent. If you were to look it up on Keion's Wikipedia page, you'd find a picture of Cuba Gooding Jr.'s face on the plot section. All it offers are the minor subplots that happen between characters, whether it be moe blob to self-conflict, or just a general social conflict. However, it somehow works. Not to say that it's because it's a slice of life anime and it gets away with it with only a punitive butt spanking, but because it's fitting. The show just focuses on these girls' entire journey through high school with no high concept, unlike other similar shows such as Kids on the Slope or Angel Beats that have some sort of quote-unquote end goal to them. While being full of filler content and some originality, it still holds up to being a memorable show because it was executed in the right way. It's comedic, it's interesting, and above all, it works. Now let's plunge into some deeper territory and get into specifics. The show's cast of characters is what will initially entice you to watch the show. That's how it usually works with most slice-of-life anime. The main cast revolves around the 5 club members: Mio, Mugi, Ritsu, Yui, and Azusa. With most shows, each character brings their own set of unique characteristics that synergize with each other to make a well-balanced cast. Mio is stereotypically mature yet shy and is also the basis of the club. Mugi is considerate and rich as fuck, lending her piano talent. Leading the club is Ritsu, ongoing, sarcastic, and also the drummer. Clumsy and somewhat of an airhead is the lead guitarist Yui, and then there's Azusa, the serious and cynical rhythm guitarist, also the bottom bitch. There are other side characters in the show like the music teacher Sawako or Yui's sister Ui, but they are extremely irrelevant, so I won't even bother touching on them any further. But like I said before, these characters all synergize with each other to make a fun and ebullient experience. With the cute and fluffy flair that keion brings to their characters, the design perfectly balances the show's tone. It's easy to become invested in these characters due to how simplistic yet distinguishable they are. It's obvious to make out that these characters are what make Keion Keion. This may sound extremely stupid, but usually when someone asks me what Keion is, 9 out of 10 times I make a reference to the TV show Friends. I know, it's crazy, but when you break it down to the core, it's easy to recognize the similarities between the shows. You have a group of friends that are living their daily lives, each with their own divergent personality, and no high concept for the show. Just a different complication with each episode. Both of these shows are entertaining to watch because of the characters and their personalities, not the plot, not the presentation. It's solely the characters and their synergy with each other. Sure, Friends has comedy going for it, but comedy is a touchy subject and really subjective. So why is it that Keion is widely considered an average anime among so many viewers? Well, let's get back to the point of immersion. Since keion doesn't have a consistent plot or theme, it can be very hard at times to stay focused or engrossed in the show. Almost all of the episodes are full of cliche outlines and repetitive themes, which can get boring at times. This is the main gripe that most viewers had with the show. I'd be lying if I said I didn't get bored with it at one point. But if you can get over all the small bumps on the road, then you'll be lucky enough to experience a wonderful show. If it weren't for the amusing characters, this show wouldn't be as entertaining as it already is. They are the reason why people are so involved with it. Sure, it doesn't have a real story, nor does it seem original, but I don't think it was supposed to. The show does what it's supposed to do by being a silly slice of life about high school girls in a music club. I mean, are you supposed to take that seriously? Whether or not you like the show all depends on how much effort you choose to put into engrossing yourself into it. It may be a little unfair to compare keion to Friends since there's no Joey rocking the guitar in the band, but I digress. I definitely put a lot of emphasis on the characters the past while, but that's not the only thing the show has going for it. Considering the show has a musical theme to it, you'd assume that there'd be some music involved in the show. Well, sorry to disappoint you, but there really isn't. It's honestly a tad shocking to see that the subject barely gets touched on, even though the show's plot and characters revolve around a band. It's like watching censored porn, you're doing it all for the wrong reasons. Despite the fact that I'm saying this, the small amount of music that's actually in the anime is extremely impressive. The openings and endings are incredible to listen to. Truthfully, the whole soundtrack is. The concert scenes where the characters play their own original songs are amazing. If truth be told, it's one of the reasons why I picked up my guitar again. The show's color and art style gives off a childish undertone, which is of course suitable for the anime setting. In addition, the animation style is so playful and light, which helps compile the show's theming even more so. It's not the greatest, but again, it didn't really need to be. All of these things steadily build up to make an experience that helps the viewer become immersed. The presentation is extremely easy and appealing to look at, while at the same time has the ability to unknowingly captivate an audience. So although the show has basically no plot, which hinders the pacing of the show and may be a turn-off for people who don't like baseless fun, keion offers charming character development with synergy that creates a weird attachment and cute theming that'll be sure to make you smile. Keion is one of my favorite anime of all time, no matter what people tell me. I've had my fun with it, and I will continue to always love it. The show did its job of knowing that it was a silly and cute show and didn't dare to cross any red lines. There's obviously better shows of the same genre that you could watch, but there's honestly something special about keion that I just can't place my finger on. I just did an analysis of a show about teenagers drinking tea for 36 episodes. Hopefully my words have helped you decide whether or not you want to give the show a try. I hope you do though, because my keion fan club is running low on members, and you know, trying to, yeah. But with that, I'm Coastward, and I'll see you guys later. What's up guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. As always, I appreciate it. This video took me a hell of a long time to complete. There was so much that I put into it, and I really hope you liked it. So if you did, make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, whatever, share that with all your friends, do all of that stuff. But yeah, not much to say. School's been, of course, on my ass this whole time, so I'm going to try to make my next video really big because I'm going to be on break in about 2 weeks or something like that. So, yeah, the next video, expect something huge because if you've been following my Twitter, you might know what it is. And it's going to take me like 3 times as long as it took me to get this video out. So, that's it. That's all for me. Check out these videos on the side. I don't know what I'm going to be putting up, but yeah, check those out. But with that, I'll see you guys later.
Don't stop believing.